Hey, I got an e-bike in the mail. Let's take it camping. I've never done any bike packing or bike touring, whatever they want to call it. I don't have the proper gear or the bags, and I'm also carrying some gear that isn't normally carried on a bicycle. But we're gonna figure it out, and we're going camping. Yep, we're gonna do it.
The first thing I had to do was figure a way to secure the gear to the bike. Some of the ways were obvious, and some of them a little more difficult. And I had to learn what worked and what didn't. That didn't. Then I also had my irregular items that were irregularly challenging, but I was determined to make it work, so I started experimenting with different ways that I could secure them. And I actually have a fin bag that I thought may be the ideal solution. So I started stuffing it with items so that I could get a sense of what it would be like full of gear. That'll do the trick. I tried a few different placements, but it just wasn't really working. Nope, not good. What if I just put the fins onto the rear rack? And then strapped a dry bag over the top of them. That seemed pretty simple. Yeah, I think that might just work. Now I just need a way to protect my fins from the sunlight. So I grabbed this extra bag and it fit pretty well over the foot ends of the fin. Added a bungee so it doesn't blow off once we're skint back on the open road. And I think we've got it figured out. I do have a bit more gear that needs to come along, but I can't figure out a decent way to attach it to the bike with what I had on hand. And I tried to avoid having things all hanging off the side and stuff. That just creates extra wind resistance, which I've learned is something to pay attention to when you're biking. It can actually play a decent role in slowing you down or making you have to pedal faster. So I needed another solution. But then out comes my backpack. When all else fails, I could just load that sucker up with whatever. But I am trying to carry the more lightweight stuff gear in it just so it'll be easier on me. I think that'll work. Let's give it a test fit real quick. Perfect. Well, we may need a few more adjustments.
So I played around, kind of tweaking my setup on how I'm going to pack this sucker. And I think I might have a decent method figured out. Put on some water shoes. It might be my best cycling shoes that I have. And we're about to go and put the first few miles on the old cruiser. See there, she's still at 0. Baylor, are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Baylor, speak. Baylor, speak. You's a bad girl. You're not speaking for Daddy. I'm kind of glad the bike came fully charged. How awesome is that? I don't have a bicycle helmet yet, so at least I'm wearing one. I'm gonna do some better straps. Once it's all said and done. Oh, I'm in high gear. Woo! Holy smokes! Sucker just took off. What man! I'm on pedal assist, level number 2. Let's throttle it. Woo! Not building it off. Okay, this is fun. Like a dirt bike. 5 is max. I think I could ride it 1 for a long time and cover a lot of ground. Let's take a little break and inspect our gear, be sure our cargo is still ready to ride. Yeah. It feels pretty good, and the backpack isn't bad at all. So just for fun, let's try this thing in pedal assist level 5. See how she does. Probably about to freaking throw me off. Okay, so alright, whoa, holy crap! I'm not even pedaling, it's going! It's like a robot! Holy crap, that is ridiculous! Oh my gosh, that's like dangerous. If you're not ready for it, you're going for a ride. Alright, so now we're back down to 2, and I'm on flat ground, barely even making the effort. I'm going 12 miles an hour. Up and down to assist level 1. Okay, it's the same. So what is the assist? How does that change? All right, so we bumped up to 3. I'm going at this same effort. And I'm going 15. Minimal, next to no effort. Bumped up to 4. I'm not pedaling, it's going. Bumped up to 4 and we're at 20 miles an hour. Like, I don't even have to pedal. If I pedal back even just the slightest, this is a ton of fun. And this is borderline, like, dangerous. If you're not ready for it, boy, this sucker's gonna be gone. But this video and my intentions today aren't to see how far we can go, it's just to see about packing the bike. And I think we've got that figured out pretty well. Real quick, just a little note on pedal assistance. I think like the whole first 4 miles I was riding it, I was like getting 0 assistance, probably like 99% of the time. I've been doing some testing, and this thing, this little screen down here, it shows whenever the motor is putting power to the hub, and you can actually see when it is assisting. So like right now I'm going 10 miles an hour, I'm getting 0 assistance. I'm in zone 1, or assistance on 1. If I slow down, 7, 6, 5, start pedaling, I barely get some assistance. Now I bump it up to level 2, I'm in 8, start pedaling, I got some assistance. But then it stops at 12. Wow, so with the assistance, if I was always utilizing it, I'd be freaking flying. All right, just flew back into the house, got in 9.4 miles, and didn't even go down, didn't even use 1/5 of a battery. But that's because, really, I mean, as long as you're pedaling decently, it's not going to use hardly any power. It may just use a little bit depending on pedal assist level you're on. I'm going to basically go forever on this. I mean, technically, yeah, sure, you can go forever, but it's not that hard to pedal. Man, could you imagine if this is like a road bike? Or well, how fast would I go if I was on a road bike? Man, cycling may open up some really cool stuff. Uh-oh, we had a strap come off right here. That strap's not holding anymore. This one's doing pretty good, just a piece of rope with a figure 9 on it. So I think this is gonna work. I do have some straps that are coming in the mail that are gonna be better suited for this. That will be here before my trip. Dude, this is gonna work great, man. Oh my gosh. So now we're in the gear cave, and we're gonna go over all the different gear items that I'm gonna bring along on this trip. Now this is my first bikepacking trip, so I don't really know what I'm gonna bring, but I think a lot of things from kayaking, backpacking, and just, you know, boat camping kind of translate over towards this as well. And if you haven't seen it already, I have a tour of my gear cave in here you're welcome to watch. I will link to it below for you. Here you can see I just have one of my just generic overnight packing lists, and you see I have a lot of stuff crossed out in here that doesn't, you know, pertain to this type of trip. But if you'd like to see some of my lists, I do have these where you can download them for free. I'll leave the link to these below as well. I'm gonna go through the different categories of gear with you guys. We're gonna start with like electronics, we'll go to camp stuff, then food, then clothes, then we'll go to some of the more unique things that I'm bringing that you normally wouldn't bring on a bikepacking trip. Now, I'm not going to take the time to lay this out all pretty, we're just going to get it done. These aren't camera stuff, but these are my Bluetooth headphones that I'll just be jamming to on the way. Here are 2 of my tripods that I really enjoy. This one specifically is a clamp mount I've started to use a lot more here lately. I really like it with my DJI Osmo Action on here. Here's my Small Tree tripod I really like. Of course, these legs are great and wide, make it very stable. And then this here is telescopic, very nice. Got a chest rig here. Here's a cell phone holder, and then this is a clamp mount that maybe I could clamp this to the bicycle somewhere, and then my cell phone, so if I want to do like some live streaming while I'm cruising down the road, maybe I could do it with this. Back here's my filming light. Pretty nice. This just pops right up here on top of the camera here. Here's my batteries for my camera, 2 in here, 1 in the camera, and I have 1 blank SD card. The smallest battery bank I have, this is a really old one that I've had, RAV Power, and it is ready to go. A charging cable, extra long USB-C cord. The campsite we're going to does have power, so I'm bringing this little USB splitter thingamajigger. And then this is a Bluetooth remote for my camera, or for my phone, so that I can take photos easier. And my phone I'll be taking is my Google Pixel 5. Now for clothing, I'm not really taking a whole lot. Decided to bring a cap. This is my Napa racing hat. I wear it when I'm racing, so we gotta have that. I do have some new biking gloves that I just recently bought. They're pretty cool. They're gel, supposed to help with like the vibrations when you're holding onto the handlebar, and they're also going to protect my hands from the sun. Speaking of sun protection, got my buff. Here are some darn tough, I think they're actually cycling socks. So I've had these for a while. I've got like 3 pairs of these exact color because I got them on clearance. But they're really, really great, really awesome socks. And here we go, the new love of my life. These are my 1,000-mile shorts. Oh, they are freaking... Which ones are these? I think they're the, what are they called? I can't remember. But they're freaking awesome. I'm even wearing a blue pair right now. Maybe you guys can see, but I'll be bringing both of those with me because I just love them that much, and I wear them all the time. These are actually dirty because I wore them like 2 days ago. So I gotta wash these before we go. Here's my Merino Wool Revolution Race long sleeve shirt. I'll be wearing this on the bike because it's nice and bright, so maybe people will be able to see me and won't run me over. And it's also warm and it doesn't stink since it's merino wool. Then I've got a little packing cube where I will keep my clothes in that I'm not wearing. Most all this stuff I'll be wearing. This is like my primary riding gear, and here's some other stuff that's kind of supplementary. In the morning when I start, it should be nice and chilly, so I may wear these gloves. I got my beanie here, my nice thick sleep socks, some extra underwear. Actually, this will be the only pair I bring because I probably won't ride in these. I don't know what I'll do with these. I don't know. I'm just bringing them just in case. I always do it. I usually never wear them. Then down here I have some Mountain Hardwear pants that I'll wear when I'm riding. They're nice and kind of, you know, pretty slim fitting and nice and stretchy, so they'll be really comfortable for that. Then in case it gets really cold, I've got my Revolution Race rain jacket, so I'll wear it as well. Oh yeah, shoes. Hold on. Let me go get my shoes. Where are my shoes? Here's my cycling shoes. They're not really cycling shoes. They're just water shoes. And so I'll be wearing these. What are they? Saguaro? Yeah, I'll be wearing these. I don't know. That's the best shoes I have for cycling, I think. So that's what I'm wearing. Then, of course, I'm bringing my Earth Runners. These will be like my around camp shoes. And I just love these so much. They're so super comfortable. I don't go many places without these. And I just realized I need another shirt. So I got to go get another shirt. Now my camp gear. There's kind of a lot of it. We'll go to the big stuff first. This is my MCN Grizzly hammock. I'll be sleeping in this bag of comfort. Here's my homemade tarp I'll be sleeping under in case there's dew or rain. This is my food bag. I put a few things in it, mainly like some jerky, a couple granola bars, some other jerky, and sardines, and, oh, yeah, see, sardines. It's not closed very well. You guys will see me use these mesh bags all the time. This is my Equinox mesh bag. They are totally freaking awesome. I've had these for, I don't know, 4 years maybe, and they're still perfect. They're awesome. And I use them very regularly. I will add some more food to this, but I don't really need much. Another Equinox mesh bag. This is my first aid kit slash, you know, toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, spork, chapstick, lighter, first aid kit and stuff in here. Earplugs, just some random stuff. Sunblock, gotta have sunblock, only the best. Well, I don't know if it's the best, but it's really good. Blue Lizard. Gotta bring a towel. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice and handy. Great little pack towel. I love this thing. I've had this for years as well. Then my little homemade wet wipe Ziploc bag. I'll be bringing that. Toilet paper, you know. Boom, my empowered Lucy lantern. Love this sucker. Ah, right down here you can see my stakes that are in one of my dry bags. Those are for my tarp, of course. I'll also be bringing 2 other light sources. They're both by Olight because they're freaking awesome. This is my headlamp. It's huge and it'll last forever, basically. And then here's a small backup flashlight. And these are cool because they charge magnetically on the back. Totally freaking awesome. And they're just really great high quality lights. And I'll be drinking all my water out of this bladder here. Oh, hey, quiet, I'm filming. My kids just walked in. This is a Camelback hydration bag. All right, give me a minute. I'll be back. Next up, some bike-related gear. Of course, my helmet. Yeah, I know it's like a skateboarding helmet, but it's what I got. Oh, there went my... Well, you know what? That's almost a good holder. Or is it holder? It'll hold it. Got an air pump here. A bike lock. Oh, should have been in the camp stuff, but this is my little rope bag. I keep a lot of different things in here like gear ties, zip ties, carabiner, all kind of random ropes and stuff. Very handy to have. Of course, we're on an e-bike, so here's the bicycle charger. Here's some keys. What you got keys for? These are actually, believe it or not, keys to the bicycle. You can lock and unlock the battery. So I got my keys. This is a special little multi-tool specifically for bicycles. Has a bunch of different Allen wrenches here, flathead Phillips head screwdriver, and even some little sockets here that will plug in right here. And then on this side, you have another little special tool that has a few different size, like wrench heads. Pretty cool. Then I'll bring my trusty, rusty Gerber. I've had this thing for years, just been through so much salt water and stuff, but it's still rock and rolling and going strong, even though it's pretty rusty. It works. It's character. I know this thing's been with me through it all. Then here I've got a few, I don't know. These are actually going to be replaced. This is what I have now. These are the straps I've been using, of course, to strap on my bags and stuff, but I have some better stuff coming. Now for my more unique kind of gear items, which y'all have already seen a little bit of. These are my freediving fins. Those are going to be on there with me. Of course, my mask and snorkel. And then my new wetsuit. Doesn't it look so nice? Oh yeah, those are going to be great. I hope. I don't know. I haven't tried it on yet. Oh, one more thing I got to add to the list. Oh, and something special about my list, I always leave blanks down at the bottom so I can add things as I'm think about it, just like this. I need to get my wetsuit lube, which basically is like, I'm going to try baby soap mixed with water in like a water bottle, and that'll be it. But yes, where we're going, I'm going to a place called Vortex Spring, which is a big like cave diving, scuba diving training, free diving type park, and they have a campground and stuff. It's been years since I've been there, since back when I was doing scuba diving and cave diving, but there shouldn't be many people there in the wintertime, so I'm really looking forward to being there. Now my sleep system, since I'll be in the hammock, I'll need, of course, a top quilt, then an under quilt, which is basically like the sleeping bag underneath you. Then I've got my inflatable travel neck pillow, and my sleeping bag liner. To haul all this stuff, I'll mainly be using dry bags, or trying to use dry bags as much as possible, and I have two other small gear bags that will be coming in the mail that are made to attach to the bicycle. This other stuff, I'm just trying to make it work. Then whenever it doesn't work, in the dry bags, I'll put it in my backpack and I'll wear it on my back. And I'm mostly putting all the lightweight stuff in here. Well, that's it, folks. That's all the gear that I'll be bringing on my first bike packing trip. I'm really looking forward to it. I have like 60 miles to travel to get there, maybe a little more than that. And then I'll be camping for one night. Then I'll be pedaling all the way back home, 60 miles again the next day. I think it'll be a great time, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the adventure as much as I am. I love you. Get out there. God bless. I'll see y'all in that adventure.